Hey everyone, and today we're going to be running through all of my May project pan empties. So I just tip this whole bucket out. We have so many products to get through, so let's go through one by one. First, I finished this Clarins mascara. It was quite nice, but I have loads of other mascaras, so I won't purchase it again. Then I have this little Benefit brow setter. This was all right, but I felt like when I touched my eyebrow it went a bit white, so I wouldn't get that again. Then just some dry shampoo. I wouldn't get this again because I prefer the brown one because my hair is brown. Then we've got just a bunch of like shower gel, shampoo, conditioner. These were just from a hotel, so I just used those up. Then we have a little mini moisturiser, which did feel quite nice, but again, because of the size, I don't know if I'd purchase it again because I'm not sure if it did anything. And then this was the matching water essence, which again, I'm not sure if it actually did anything. Then we've just got a couple of deodorants. I always repurchase these as Dove is my go-to. Then we just have a couple of hand sanitizers, and I have loads of backups, so I don't need to be purchasing any more of these. Then just a nail polish remover, and I just bought a replacement, so I just now have one full one. Then we've got this P. Louise lip gloss. I have quite a lot of lip products, so again I don't need to repurchase, but I do have two more P. Louise ones and it was quite nice, so I probably would repurchase. Then I have this Garnier toner. I think this is the second or third bottle I've gone through, and I do really like these, so I probably would repurchase again when I've got through my next one. Then we have a Bath & Body Works body spray. This was really nice and smelled good, but I've got too many sprays to purchase anymore, hence why I'm doing Project Pan, and I think this took me around 5 or 6 months to get through, so the others will take me a while. And then we just have 3 things over here that I'm decluttering. I've had these in my collection for way too long now, and this lip balm, as you can see, I've had it for years, but I opened it last February and I can't get through it because it really just doesn't taste very nice anymore. And kind of a similar situation to this lip balm here. And this is a really old bronzer that literally doesn't even show up on my skin anymore, and it feels really dried out and I just don't reach for it. So that's 3 I'm going to declutter, and a hell of a lot of products that I am going to recycle and add to my boots collection. Thanks for watching. Bye.